Hey guys, so today I thought it'd be a great idea to do a highly requested video on a makeup look that I did yesterday, that I posted on Instagram, and I had a lot of good feedback from it. So everybody was like, please post a video on how to do it, and I was like, alright, I got you, girl. The eye look that I posted was a double winged liner with like a glittery liner on the inside, cut crease deal. So what we're gonna do, had to get a little comfy here, is we're gonna be, chilling. I just waking up a little bit, and we'll just chill out together as if you're in my living room right now, sitting with me on the couch, just relaxing. So let's just jump into it. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see like the whole process, otherwise it'd be, it's probably gonna be a long video anyway, but I know it'd be even longer if I did every single step. So I'm just gonna do my foundation, concealer, pretty much everything except eyes, and I'll speed it on up for you guys, and I will be, well, here, I guess. It's just gonna be fast. Do is I'm gonna be taking the NYX gel liner in black. It does take some time and patience to do this, so just take your time, don't rush it. Definitely start off with a light hand to sketch out your liner and the cut crease. That way, if there's any mistakes, you can just wipe it off or cover it with concealer. So I'm just gonna take that gel liner on a really thin angled brush by Morphe. And I'm just going to be starting to sketch out my wing. So starting from the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to sketch that out. And I actually want to make that a pretty long wing since we'll have to make the cut crease. I have slightly hooded eyes, so that means I don't really have much of an eyelid. It's more of my crease area that's covering up most of my eye. So I don't want to bring it down so low down here. So low. Like Han Solo. Anyway, back to business. So I don't want to bring it all the way down here to make such a short and small lid. So I'm actually going to be making a new crease for myself. If you have larger eyelids, then you don't need to do this. You can just go straight into the crease. And I'm just going to stop talking and do it so it makes more sense. So I'm taking that and bringing it all the way across down to my eye. Like that. And then I'm just going to start to fill it in. It's not perfectly filled in, don't worry. I'm going to be personally going in with a liquid liner by Tarte, the Precision Longwear Liner. And I'm going to fill this in again, that way it's extra dark and everything is nice and cut and sharp. Okay, so now that I have my wing down, I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that black liner. And again, for myself, I'm going to be making a new crease. So what I'm going to do is I see where my crease is actually laying down right about here. And I'm going to take the part of the wing right here, and I'm going to very slowly and with a light hand start to bring it upwards into my crease. And I'm actually just going to go right above my crease right there. And I'm only gonna bring it about, what is that, like a quarter of the way. So that's gonna be the start of my cut crease. Looks like that. So here's where it starts to get a little tricky. Also, it depends on the brushes you have. I'm gonna be using this stiff, short shader brush right here. I believe it's by e.l.f. actually, and it's a smudger brush. I really like this brush. It's really nice and it works really well. So it's only like $1. So I'm just gonna, instead of keeping my brush down like this angle, I'm actually gonna be tilting my brush upwards like that, because we really wanna have that defined crease, and if it's down here, it can smudge it all on my lid, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna keep it up here. I'm slowly gonna start to blend out my cut crease. Again, you wanna do it with a very light hand. You wanna make sure there's definition there, but you wanna blend it out so the black starts blending into your crease more. Dragging more of that black color over here to diffuse the black color and also continue that cut crease. We have that line blended out a little bit more. I'm gonna be taking this No Name fluffy brush here. It actually it's a little flat, but it's fluffier. It's good for blending. So again, with the same angle upwards like this, I'm just gonna be blending that out a little bit more. Again, you wanna go with a very light hand with this. Help that color, that black color, blend out a little more seamlessly. I'm gonna be taking Faint from the Naked Basics palette here, and I'm just gonna take a little I'm gonna take a little bit of that on the very tip of my brush, the same brush, and tap off the excess product. And pretty much the same thing, I'm just gonna start with the crease and slowly blend that out. Take this flat topped Morphe brush, it's like a shader brush. I'm gonna take Crave from the Naked Basics palette as well, down the very top of it. And I'm going to tap off the excess again with a very light hand. I'm going to be setting that gel base that we had first, which is the liner. So again, I'm just going to very lightly swipe that into my crease. And once again, I'm just going to be slightly blending that out. It does take a lot of patience and blending to achieve the cut crease, but once you have it, it looks really cool and you're like, woohoo, I did it. I'm actually pretty happy with the shade of it and the shape, so I'm gonna move on to my lower lash line to create the double wing. With the lower lash line, you really wanna make sure it's a very thin line. I'm taking a paper towel and I'm really like squeezing the top of it to make sure it's super thin, it's super stiff. That way we get a very nice crisp line. I'm actually gonna start with the inner corner right here. I'm just gonna be making a straight line, very lightly again. And then I'm just gonna be dragging that on my lower lash line right here. And I'm not being too clean about it. Once I'm right here on my lash line, I'm just gonna kind of put that all over. And I'm going to put that also into my waterline. Then I'm going to be taking Crave on that short shader brush by e.l.f. again. Just a little bit of that. And I'm just going to kind of help set that area. Just right there. Not this little line right here, just on the lash line. And then I'm going to take Faint again from the Naked Basics palette, but it's going to be on this fluffier short shader brush by Morphe. It's really great for blending. So I'm going to take that brownish shade and I'm going to start slowly blending out the lower lash line to make it smoky. Notice how I'm not going straight towards that small line right there. I'm totally leaving that alone. I'm just doing it where the lash line is. And then going in again with your NYX gel liner on the very thin brush that you've been wiping off. I'm just gonna pretty much have this black line emerge from the shadows of my under eyes. And I'm just going to very lightly bring it out like that. And again, don't worry if it's not a super crisp line. We're going to go back in with a Precision Liquid Liner, that way it's a lot darker. So that's pretty much the sketch for right now. Transitioning back to my upper lid, I'm going to be taking the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to take that on a very flat-headed brush. I'm going to be patting that very lightly and carefully right up against that black line and making that cut crease more defined. Now that you have that white shade on there, I'm also going to be taking Venus from the Naked Basics palette on that same brush, the excess product, and then I'm just going to be patting it on very lightly. And finally, before we go back over with that black liquid liner, I'm going to be taking Heavy Metal, the Heavy Metal Glitter Liner by Urban Decay. This color is in Midnight Cowboy. It's like a goldish champagne color. It's really pretty. And I'm going to be applying that right in between my tear duct and the black line that I made. And finally, we're going to be taking the Tarte Precision Longwear Lights Camera Lashes Liner. Looks like this. I love this liner so much because the tip of it is so precise and thin. It's perfect for winged liner. I don't have any lashes, but I'm going to put some mascara on, like 50 coats of it, and then I'll show you the finished eye look. Alright, and here is the finished eye look. Guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of what you want to see next. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye! Also, one last thing that I forgot to mention, I am going to be trying to upload every single Wednesday. And then, I'm not sure what time of day I'll be uploading, but just check back on and hopefully there'll be a video up. Alright, bye!